Hey everybody, this is Pastor Sean Odom from Crosspoint Church in Weatherford, Oklahoma with your God is Awesome and the Bible is Cool vlog. Forgive me, I don't know what's going on with my hair today. It's like a Backstreet Boy or something, and it's kind of bothering me. So forgive me for that. But today's focal passage, which is more what we want to get down to, is Galatians chapter 6, verse 7, where it says, "Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows." And the reality of the situation is that there are really two types of consequences in this world, positive and negative. Everything we do, every action, every thought has one of these consequences. It's really that simple. Now, there is some gray area, but as a whole, any and all things will fall into one of these categories. The concept is easy to grasp on the outset. And I'm not talking about some kind of karma or anything like that. What I mean is this: when we do something good, good things seem to happen. For example, when we help a person out, we have the satisfaction of knowing that we did a good deed. When we choose to avoid drinking and driving, lives are saved. On the flip side, when we sin, there are negative consequences. For example, premarital sex may lead to unwanted pregnancy or disease. Getting drunk may lead to a hangover. Guilt associated with sin may be overwhelming, and the consequences of sin may destroy relationships. The gray area that people tend to see is when sin seems to lead to profit. For example, a person may sin to get money, and his actions then provide him with a luxurious lifestyle that's coveted by others. The gains were gotten through deceit or lies or what have you. But when that happens, we have to ask ourselves, how is that a negative consequence to sin? The same holds true for the good person to whom bad things happen. This Sunday, I encourage you to come on out or check us out online because we're going to be talking about suffering and healing and joy in this season of Advent. But, it's hard to understand when bad things happen to good people. They did the right things and yet they seem to suffer at the hands of failure. How is that a positive consequence for proper action? See, this gray area, it comes from human thinking. See, we are not always eternally minded. But what we have to realize is that God is. He knows that in the long run, the righteous will prosper in eternity. Not because of our works, but because of our relationship with Jesus Christ. He also knows that those who put their faith in things other than God will ultimately fail. The promises given in Scripture is that we will reap what we sow. If you want temporal things that last a limited amount of time, follow after that. Chances are you'll be rewarded with that temporary high of those things. But if you want the blessings of God, the joy that comes from a hope in the security of your soul, then follow Jesus Christ. It's the difference between the now and the future. Which one are you going to choose?